just really wanted y'all to know. I just made some potato wedges and they're good. And my sauce is with yogurt. That's it. Yo.
I should get some sleep.
Like, oh my gosh, what do? I do vulnerable vlogs. So here I am being vulnerable with y'all. Bro, having car problems is not for the weak. I can't use my car right now. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go on an adventure and catch the Max Transit. I'm gonna catch the bus. Girl, I'm online trying to like read the timetables and the bus numbers and stuff, and it's so confusing. I didn't talk to my grandmother, my grandfather. They don't know. I didn't talk to strangers and they don't know. I didn't call the actual customer service, y'all, and she was so confusing. Like, all I remember is she was telling me where to go to catch the bus. I'm literally outside of that store for at least about 25 minutes. I had already started walking like 25 minutes early. I get to the stop and I find out the bus ain't gonna be there until another 20 minutes. So like I've been outside for at least about an hour. 35 minutes to 45 minutes. Tell me why the bus never came. And I think why I'm so emotional is because everybody got attitudes. It's like one thing after the other. While I'm sitting there waiting on my bus, I see it's like cars that's parked, that's in their own little lofts or whatever. Tell me why this car at the light ended up hitting the car, making a turn, and just kept going. I'm like, that is so up. Somebody can do that to my car. That just kind of upset me, and it's not even my car. And then the bus that came before I got on, I was like, is this bus going to 280? And he tried to be smart. He was like, you got to read the sign. I'm like, are you reading the sign? Because the sign literally said it's 4 different stops that you going. So you got all these other stops. I'm trying to make sure that this is a stop. So don't try to be smart with me. You know what I'm saying? And then it was another lady that came, and it was a guy that was nice that I was talking to that was waiting with me at the stop. We both didn't know the bus that was coming up, if that bus was gonna go. So we got on, and his stop was there. That was his right stop. And then I got on, I was like, I'm going to 280. Are you going to 280? Like, just being calm about it, just asking the question. She's like, nope, not going to 280. Yo, I just had to go through a lot to not even catch the bus. I checked on my phone and it skipped from the time that it was supposed to be there to like 5:40, and I'm like, bruh, it's just crazy. Like, everything I had to go through within the last 3 hours of trying to make sure. Actually, I've been talking to these people since 11 o'clock this morning. I've been making all these calls since 11 o'clock this morning, and don't nobody know how nothing worked. And I just had to stand out there for about an hour for the bus to not even come. We finna go have some fun. We finna go be in the sun. I got my sunscreen on my body and on my face. Can you see it glittering? You will be able to see it when I'm outside. I hope they don't only have kiddie rides, because I'm trying to have my skeleton drop up my body at least one time. You feel me? How me look? Como me veo ustedes? But that's how you know it's summertime. Y'all, I got leather seats, or they can leather. I don't know, y'all. I bought it from Amazon. What, 20-minute ride to get here? My whole seat wet. It's embarrassing. Want to tell them about what you're about?
Yes, we're Freedom Challenge Ministries. It's a 12-month in-house discipleship program that houses women and men that struggle with addictions, and we've turned our lives over to God. Contact us, or that anyone that needs some help. It's the contact number is always on the back of it.
Okay. My shoes in a washer. I don't use all that extra stuff. Okay, what's your name?
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah?
Yes, ma'am.
On them kiddie rides for you. Them hoes got speed. Anyways, next ride. I wasn't scared of flick. I just had this thought in my head, and to summarize it, the thing that is standing in between you and a calm nervous system is the lack of boundaries. Get y'all some boundaries. It's a must. It's a game changer. Learn how to say no and figure out what you like. That sounds so cliche. You don't get it until you get it. You got to be able to create a chart, like a light and dark contrast. You won't be able to sort out being a people pleaser, recovering people pleaser. I'm able to say this because I realized that in the moments when I wasn't uncomfortable, when in the moments where I was the most insecure, when I was the most unsure, I had intuition and I had a gut, but I didn't know what that feeling was, and I didn't know if I was supposed to be listening to that. Me being a people pleaser made me feel like I was tripping, made me feel like empathy was the most important of it all, and it's not. Get you some boundaries. And that's gonna help your nervous system. Staring at myself for a few, trying to figure out how I even feel about this red. The crazy thing is, I don't hate it. But the scary thing is, I'm not used to wearing color lipstick. Now, color gloss is still neutral, but like this is literally liner. Literally! I don't even know what to say. Walking to work. It's a great documentation, so if I don't make it, I got it on film. All right, let me stop. I'm driving. I gotta pay attention to the road. An hour later, and some change. I got something to tell y'all about what I learned on this walk. I forgot to tell y'all. I'm here. Y'all would think that I did enough walking today, but I'm not going too hard. I'm just gonna go. I think I put it at like 2.0 or 0.2. I'm doing that many miles per hour. And I'm not gonna walk that long. I really just came down here to stretch because my back hurt. And if you know serving, then you know what it is, how you feel when you get finished. And I'm not trying to wake up with no crooked neck and no bent over back. Y'all can hear me. But the thing that I wanted to touch on, that I said I wanted to talk to y'all about while I was on that walk, the main thing is nobody really cares. And I don't mean that in a way of like victimizing myself, but I mean that in a way where go ahead and do whatever you want to do, because somebody is going to look at you for probably about 1 to 2 seconds, and the only person that's still thinking about whatever's going on is you. You're going to feel like all eyes are on you, people are looking at you, and everybody is just talking about you. Somebody got something to say, and it's like, that is true. Everybody's going to have their own opinion, everybody's going to have something to say, but one, the most important one, is yours. And two, nobody thinks about you for that long. Everybody is thinking about themselves. Everybody is obsessed with themselves. Everybody is trying to, you know what I'm saying, perfect themselves. So it's like, do whatever you want to do. You won't always wait for the perfect time or try to make sure that nobody is perceiving you. Then you'll always be hiding. You know what I'm saying? Even though I had people that was grabbing for my attention, you're gonna have those few that actually put in action to see about you. From that, I took that you always gotta make sure you're straight. You know what I'm saying? You always gotta make sure you're good. Don't worry about what's going on behind you. Don't worry about who's trying to grab your attention. You gotta make sure you're straight. Because at the end of the day, if you don't do it and nobody else does it, then it won't get done. So just do it yourself, you know? I'm in no way, shape, or form finding it effective for me to look at myself as a victim, because I stay where I don't want to be longer. Just have used that same time, and I could be on some other land, on some other type of situation. So yeah, those are the main things that I got when I was walking that walk. Nobody cares. Nobody is actually thinking about you as much as you think. And if you don't do it, then nobody else will. So no, I did not see the eclipse because it was gloomy, the clouds was in a way, and it was dark, and I was tired. Oh, I didn't see the eclipse, but I don't know, I guess it got something to do with the stars in the sky and the moon not being full. Believe in myself more than anything now. I don't really wait on anybody, but I also give myself grace for any type of ignorance that I do have. Meaning, I understand that I don't know everything, and I will forever be learning. But the more that I learn myself, the more I'm in spaces and around people that I want to be around. You know what I'm saying? I don't find myself being in situations where I don't want to be, because when it's not something that's not me, I see it before it even gets too far. Yeah, big up yourself.